Hello and welcome back to our series on beginning app script for HR, brought to you by Prairie HR Solutions. My name is Jake Finger, Principal Consultant here at Prairie HR Solutions, and this will be our final video for this series. And up to this point, we've gone over what Google App Script is. We've created quite a bit of snippets on the base functioning and code blocks that you will encounter in your journey using AppScript to automate and assist you in your HR processes and strategy. So, if you'll remember, this was never intended to finish a product or create something. Um, However, we did start kind of working with a dashboard simply because the dashboard will cover. It covers quite a bit of the things that we were needing to lay that foundation. And in this video, what I'd like to do is go over a practice that I advise you to do anyway, I suggest. And what that is going through your functionality first and figuring out the anomalies. So you'll notice that when we clear things, this black box here, and this is where our division title populates, this stays. So we want to get rid of that. And when we come down and select some boxes, you'll notice that there's a little bit of a lag. That lag is highly dependent on what you have going on in your browser at the time. Since this is all web-based, any extra thing that you're doing with the browser, and I'm guilty of it too, you have a million tabs up here open, that will slow down the functionality. And there is an inherent lag when you are writing things within a spreadsheet. This lag tends to go away significantly if you were doing, say, this on a web app or a page. And it'll also go away significantly depending on how it is that you structure your drop down boxes. So we used conditional if statements because that's what we were working with. But if you were to do things such as a for each loop or something like that, you can speed this up. So when we select something like HR, it'll populate like normal, which is great. We got the data. But if you look at this salary average, it's a number without the comma. So we got to address that. And then it's actually 0.50. And since this is a 0, we use 2 fixed to the decimal point of 2. And if this is a 0 with that method, this is just going to drop off. So we don't want that. We want to always show the 2 decimal places. And there's a way that we can change that. And you'll also notice that when let's come back here to company level, so we can get rid of this third drop down. Right now we have a trigger set to listen essentially for any edit or change in this third drop down. And what that means is we can change something in here at any time and it's going to run that code. So we got to address that. And there's a couple ways we can address that. We can go into our code and we can write another if statement. And that if statement would say, well, let's check if this is strictly division level. If it's division level, then, do something. But if it's not division level, then we just don't do anything. I mean, we can go around that way. Or what we can do is set, we can block out this box. We can make it black. But maybe what we'll do is we'll tackle that if just to make sure it's completely cleared.